Tenzin Choephel, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Tenzin Choephel. I was born in India and went to TCV, lower TCV first, and then to upper TCV. And then I went to South India, did my Bachelor of Engineering in Aeronautics. And then I worked for about 7 months at the Indian Institute of Science as a research associate. And after that, I came to the United States and did my master's degree in aerospace engineering from Penn State University. And currently, I am a PhD student at Pennsylvania State University.
I see, alright. You mentioned about being a research associate. How did you find that opportunity? Did someone recommend it to you or did you search it on the internet?
You're talking about the research associate that I did after my bachelor's?
Bachelor's, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I came from a school where people, most of all of my other classmates, they're Indians, and the Indians, from my experience, they're very aware of all these different things going on,
Right.
and it was the atmosphere where people talk about all these research institutions where you have this opportunity to go there and just work for some professors
Right.
and in the process gain some experience in research. So basically it was the atmosphere, and then there were some people, some seniors who guided me, and they told me you have to go there to Bangalore and just talk to the professors. So that's what I did, and that's how I landed there.
And what exactly is aerospace engineering? Can you explain that?
Yes, basically aerospace engineering is a combination of two fields, two subfields. It includes aeronautics and space technology. So that's why it's called aerospace.
Right.
Basically, aeronautics deals with the design of any vehicle that flies or moves in the air, in atmosphere, within the atmosphere. And those where the vehicles or the machine flies in outer space, go to outer space, not in the atmosphere.
Right.
They are basically called astronautics.
Right.
So the combination of aeronautics and astronautics, we call it aerospace engineering. So that's basically what it is.
And what kind of subjects do you need to be good at in order to do this kind of engineering?
Okay. Basically, this whole field of aerospace engineering involves a lot of physics.
Okay.
And mainly, in physics there are different, areas like we call classical physics, modern physics.
Okay.
Modern physics includes, subjects like relativity, quantum mechanics. Aerospace engineering doesn't include much of those modern physics, but involves a lot of classical physics, plus mathematics and computer science, and you have to deal with a lot of experimental methods, instruments. Yes.
Alright. And did you apply to the US on your own? Like, how was the application process like? Did someone guide you through this?
When I was in college,
Right.
my interest was to someday do some kind of higher study like master's or PhD, and then go into the field of research and development.
Okay.
Right. So right from the day one in college, I was looking out for all these opportunities, different opportunities, and we have this modern tool like internet.
Right.
So it's an excellent tool. So I've been surfing a lot, and then looking for these different opportunities, and I'd always wanted to look to the West, because in fields like aerospace engineering, the best place to study, I think, is the West, because that's where the technology
Right. Yeah.
really took off.
Right.
So it was basically internet, and then I went to when I was in college, there was a local American education foundation. I went there and went to the libraries, public libraries. So that's basically what I did.
Okay. Alright. And what are your goals or aspirations for the future?
As for the future, right now, currently I'm doing my PhD. I just started off, it's my first year, and I'll be finishing in 3 or 4 years from now. And once I'm done with my PhD, I would like to go into the industry and basically work in research and development. And then I would like to spend some time there, in the field.
Okay.
and then I would like to someday come back to academia and work in the academic research, something like that.
Alright, okay. And the last questions to any Tibetan students either studying in high school or in college who are also interested in fields that you are doing right now. What is your message to them?
Yeah, basically, well, when I was in school, I'll tell you one story. When I was in school, um, I had many friends. I think it was middle school or something. Yeah, back in TCB. So, like people have these kids. They have this different goals in life.
Right. Yeah.
So sometimes you have this opportunity in a class where the teacher asks the students,
Yeah.
what do you want to be in the future?
Mhm.
So people are like doctors, engineers, artists, and I said I wanted to be some kind of aerospace engineer.
Mhm.
And then there were some of my friends. They just smiled at me. Is it possible? Like we're Tibetans, we're just refugees, Like,
Right.
I mean, aerospace engineers, right up there. So isn't it like difficult for us? So I just like didn't listen to them and just kept on moving, and then started looking into these fields, this field of aerospace engineering, and then like I did my work.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I would like to tell the students that the younger generations that I mean it is possible that there would be some people, there would be some people who would like
Discourage.
discourage.
Right.
I mean, I would just give you a simple advice: don't listen to them. Just
Okay.
go with your gut feeling.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Choephel.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Hey.